today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And it's the defense that's really the start.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work, and leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now in his second season out of LSU.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season, so he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in Week 2.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down. Here's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Defense. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. Damian Williams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Back to Mixon on second down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the first-round pick and T. Higgins the second.
Here we go. Right 80.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Burrow on play action. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. Touchdown Bears! Damian Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals set to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They go play action with Burrow. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzomah, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Finding some room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Fields on 3rd down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the ground with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a couple.
Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On 4th down, Fields.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Touchdown here, Santos, to kick this one away.
On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now is quarterback at Cincinnati.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. 180. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
On second down, here's Mixon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's taken down inside the 30. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Here comes Grant on the return.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And 2021 in the draft, the first tight end off the board, Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta. The first tight end taken in 2020 was this guy, Cole Kmet, number 43 overall. Really started to come on late last season. A good grab there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 45 on second down.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
As we all know, a big priority for Cincinnati in 2021 is building up the line on both sides of the ball. They want to protect Joe Burrow on the offensive side, but the defense as a whole only produced 17 sacks last year, the lowest total in the NFL. So getting to the quarterback, as we just saw there, that's a nice sign for the Bengals.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
To throw is Fields. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Bears on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here's Fields.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 17,
Fields. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, here's Williams. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw. Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. On 2nd and goal. Fields got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So Burrow and the Bengals down 31-28. A minute 55 remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing, Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, can.
Burrow.
His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Burrow.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by 4. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
Able to find Komet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back to throw. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's Burrow. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Burrow. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Bears, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.